What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. Of course, what this channel is all about, looking good and smelling great. So today I want to be doing my fragrance week in review. This is week number 3. And of course I'm going to be kind of talking about the fragrances that I wore this week, kind of giving you guys a little bit of background on some things that may have happened in my life that was a little bit interesting. I don't know. You may feel that way, you may not. But anyway, that's what we're going to talk about. So as become customary here on my channel, I'm going to start out with my subscribers spotlight. And today the subscriber spotlight is going to go to Michael Bullock. Michael wrote great review and I enjoyed it, and I'm going to try it. Have a blessed day. Very simple and to the point. I chose Michael's comment because Michael, again, is one of those guys very consistent with commenting on videos. I do watch some of the other YouTube reviewers. He's pretty consistent across the board, again, with his involvement in the fragrance community. And I'm one of those people that I certainly don't take it for granted that people take the time to actually comment on my videos. So Michael, I appreciate the comment. And again, for your comment, 2 sprays in the air. Michael, that was for you. Okay guys, now that we've gotten the subscriber spotlight out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the fragrances I wore this week. If you want to know what those fragrances are and how they did, keep it locked right here. Okay guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So on Sunday is where I start my week. I received a fragrance that I've been wanting for quite some time. I wore it around the house just to get a feel for it. And that fragrance was L'Air du Désert Marocain. So I've heard a lot of hype about this fragrance. I wanted to finally get my hands on it. And I will say this, I thoroughly enjoy the fragrance. What I've heard about it has pretty much held true. I don't think it's by any means a mass appealing fragrance, but yet a good one. If you want a fragrance that I would define as a fragrance work of art, that's it in this bottle. It's kind of a ambery type fragrance. It's a little bit dry. It has some cedar wood, some vetiver. It makes it feel like you're out in the desert. You know, that kind of dry air, a little bit warm, the heat. Great fragrance. They definitely captured that whole element in this bottle, and I actually like it. I was just kind of hanging around the house on Sunday, as I usually do, so didn't get any compliments on it. My wife did ask me what I was wearing, said it was different and unique. So, you know, for what it's worth, that's what she had to say about it. But again, I think it is a great fragrance. So this is from House of Andy Tower. This is L'Air du Désert Marocain. All right, so on Monday, of course, it was just a work day for me. I pulled out a fragrance from the House of Bond Number 9, and this is Bond Number 9, the signature scent. This fragrance has 3 notes. I think it's sandalwood, oud, and rose. But guys, this is a beauty right here. It's a hidden gem. Not many people talk about this fragrance at all. I may have seen one other reviewer that has mentioned this fragrance. I don't know why. It has extremely high oil concentration in it. So this is like, when I spray this on my hand, you can literally see where I sprayed this for like 10 to 12 minutes after spraying it. It really hangs around for a long time. Not an overly powerful fragrance, but it does stick around all day long. The longevity on this is great. I love the way it smells on my skin. On Monday, I did receive 1 compliment wearing this. But again, this is one you kind of have to get closer to smell. But again, if you never smelled this one, guys, I would really, if you like fragrances that have the rose oud combo, which is pretty common, this is a great one from the House of Bond Number 9. This is the signature scent. On Tuesday, I went back to the House of Bond Number 9 and I wore one of my favorite fragrances from that house. This is Bleecker Street. This is a very green fragrance with some gourmand elements to it. I absolutely love this stuff. Wore it to work on Tuesday. Nothing special really happened on Tuesday, but again, just wanted to wear this one. It was a little bit warmer than it had been the previous few days. So wanted to pull out something that was kind of easy for me to wear that I enjoy wearing. Didn't get any compliments on it, but it doesn't change the fact, as I always say, that I love it. So on Tuesday from the House of Bond Number 9, I wore Bleecker Street. Okay, on Wednesday, it was straight up shirt and tie, full suit, full ensemble day at work. And I wore one of my favorites. I went again to the House of Bond Number 9. It seemed like this was a Bond Number 9 week for me. I wore New York Oud. Again, one of my absolute favorites, of course, from this house as well. I think it's New York Oud and Bleecker Street for me from the Bond Number 9 house. But a great fragrance again with another Rose Oud combo right here. This one is definitely soft, definitely sensual fragrance right here. So I wore this to work and I did get 2 compliments on it. So as I've said before, this one does pull compliments. This is what I wore that day to work. Now, later on that evening, my wife and I actually went out to dinner. We went out to dinner to a restaurant downtown. It was a very upscale restaurant. There were not a lot of people there. We had a good time. And I don't have the bottle down here with me, but I did wear Black Phantom that evening when I went out. She does like it when I wear that one, so of course, you know, I had to put that one on. But that's what I wore on Wednesday night. Again, we went out, had some nice dinner, tried something different, really enjoyed myself on Wednesday evening. On Thursday, I pulled out a fragrance from the By Kilian house, and this one is a Rolling in Love. This one has a very soft. Some people say it leans a little bit too feminine. Some people say that this one leans a little bit too feminine, but to me it doesn't. Again, it works really, really well on my skin. And you know, I'm usually, you know, when I wear this fragrance, again, I like to really, because as I told you before, when you're dressed up, it complements what you're wearing really well. I feel like, again, there's a saying out there that women say that a man in a well-fitted suit is the equivalent of a woman wearing lingerie. And I could not agree with that more, because this fragrance to me compliments a guy when he's really dressed up in that element, that very masculine presentation of a guy. As again, most women like to see us dressed this way. This fragrance complements that so well because it's so soft and it's sensual. So again, works really well on my skin. I did get a compliment on Thursday wearing this. Absolutely love this fragrance from the House of By Kilian. So on Friday, I pulled out, it was my barbershop day. I went to get a haircut early that morning prior to going to work. And I pulled out a very gentlemanly fragrance from the House of Sillage. This is the formal, and this is from the Gentleman's Collection. If you've never put your nose on this, I did do a full review on this one. It reminds me a lot of Burberry London. So it kind of has that kind of fougere vibe, kind of got that cinnamon vibe that you get from Burberry London. But guys, this is a great one. I did get a compliment wearing this one on Friday. I haven't worn it as much as I would like, but when I wore it on Friday, and it really, reminded me of how much I loved it when I initially got it. So this is one that I will be getting some more wear out of. I do really enjoy it. Again, if you haven't, check this one out. If you know what Burberry London smells like, that'll give you an idea of what this one smells like from the House of Sillage. This is the formal. Last but not least, on Saturday, it was the weekend. Hung around the house earlier in the day. The family and I kind of got some things done around the house, which is very important. Family time is very important to me. And so we decided to go out to Charlotte and take the kids out. We did a little bit of shopping, and I wore a fragrance that I haven't worn in a while. I reached for, from the House of Parfums de Marly, I wore Pegasus. As of late, I've been wearing fragrances from this house like Harriet or Leighton or Carlisle. Those 3 fragrances in the cooler weather are ones that I really like to go to from this house. But we were going to be hanging out and decided to do something a little bit different. I think Pegasus is one of those scents that you can really wear year round because of the way it's composed, the scent DNA of this one. And my wife said, was getting dressed. She walked into the room after I sprayed this and she smiled and she said, "What are you wearing? Whatever it is, you don't wear it enough. I absolutely love the way that smells on you." And that's the best compliment that I could receive. So needless to say, guys, I'm gonna be wearing this more. I love this. It's a very creamy, kind of sensual almond based fragrance right here. Almond and vanilla. Love this stuff right here. Again, I love when I go back to fragrances like this and I'm reminded of how good they actually smell. So from the House of Parfums de Marly, this is Pegasus. Okay guys, that's my time. If I had to give a winner, although New York Oud did receive 2 compliments, I think Pegasus got the best compliment of the week from the missus. So I'm gonna choose that as this week's winner. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share these videos because I'm your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos because I'm your boy, your cousin, your brother, the bow tie fragrance guy. I love looking good and I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.